My name is Optimus Prime. Banks are making bank. Don't do business with banks.
Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham, back for another installment of our quote series where we evaluate some famous quote, and we do so with an infinite banking lens, according to R. Nelson Nash's book, Becoming Your Own Banker. Today's quote is making bank. It's gotten into our vernacular. We're literally saying with our sayings that the banks are doing well. And if we take a step back, really, I can remember when I was first asked this question in 2015. I was asked, and I'm asking you, aren't banks the nicest looking buildings in town? Don't they have the best kept grounds? Okay. Aren't there many branches of them in every town and city? Right. So it would seem that the banks are indeed making bank. Some other questions could be, who pays for that? How does that come about? Yes, I know that we have a fiat currency and they practice fractional reserve banking and quantitative easing, and there's lots that we could dive in on, and those are worthy subjects, no question. But to bring banking back to the me and you level, to bring making bank back to the me and you level, I think we should ask, what if we practiced privatizing our banking over the course of our lifetime? We're not taught this in our schools and work and homes, etc., but banking is a function. Banking is just a process. Yes, there are those banks. Those are just the physical buildings, okay, that are practicing commercial banking. But what if we privatized banking? Now, if you want to take a deep dive, I would also recommend to be on the Becoming Your Own Banker book by Nelson Nash and his second book, Building Your Warehouse of Wealth. I would also recommend the book How Privatized Banking Really Works by Carlos Lara, Bob Murphy, and R. Nelson Nash. So what if we privatized our banking? What if instead of helping someone else, because someone owns those banks, what if instead of depositing all of our cash flows in someone else's bank, what if instead of helping someone else earn interest and dividends and profits, what if we privatized our banking and we made bank? What would that do? I mean, right now, this year, this month, what would that do right now if we started privatizing our banking? Well, that would mean that we keep more of our money, our families, our businesses, our investments, not to speak of being able to plan and act intergenerationally, what we could do from generation if we built generation upon, and I'm saying upon for a reason, because none of us are getting out of this alive. Okay, if we think long range, which I would endorse the idea that we think and plan and act long range, as long as you can wrap your mind around 8 generations or more. If we're thinking that long range, none of us are getting out of this experience alive. I do believe there's another life after this, and if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. But eventually, we're going to graduate this experience. We will pass on. And if we have permanent whole life insurance, also that's been properly structured for the banking purpose with a mutual company that pays a dividend, but ultimately that whole life insurance is going to pay out to our beneficiaries. So I'm using the word upon, building generation upon generation, because that death benefit is going to be paid to our beneficiaries or our heirs tax-free. So what does that look like when you compound that over generations? So there's a little big picture for you. But again, bringing banking back to the me and you level right now. See, the very first year and the very first month that my wife and I bought a policy and started practicing privatized banking, we were in the process of operating the banking function in our lives. We started. Now, of course, having practiced this idea for well over 7 years, we own multiple policies with multiple companies. We've used our privatized banking system for many, many things. Paying off credit cards, paying off a car, financing family vacations, paying off student loans. Oh, that's a hot topic right now. Lots of different things, okay? But again, it's not just about, being able to pay things off or being able to buy things. It's how to make bank we put our deposits, we put our cash flows somewhere. I'm promoting the idea that you can become your own banker, that you could be making deposits via policy premiums into appreciating assets, whole life policies, properly structured with mutual companies that pay dividends, that you own and control. You can become your own banker. You can make bank. And if you'd like to have a conversation about how to implement this concept into your household or your business or your investing, then you can reach us at 828-817-4223, or you can email durhamtalents@gmail.com for a free consultation. And this has been a great pleasure for me. I look forward to our next conversation. Have a great day. Take care. Just knocked my shin. Oh, shin. It still stings. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have 2 of them. But we got to make an impactful statement of such a short quote, making bank. I mean, Yoda is, and most people seem to respect Yoda. Everyone's got to respect the Scottish accent. It speaks of William Wallace. Think you must. I am, Yoda. I am. I'm thinking. I know. I got it. Here we go. Stop it. Oh my goodness. I started to laugh just by trying to make the face that I know it's going to require to say this voice. I'm not telling you anything that you haven't already seen probably. It's just, I got to make a face to voice. Anyway, don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
My name is Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out.
Let's try a little coffee on that Autobot voice.
My name is Optimus Prime. Autobots, roll out. Making bank.
We're getting there.